Welcome to English language classroom. Today, let me introduce question number 8 under GC O-level examination. Can you imagine what question number 8 is? Now let's see it. Let me introduce test items given by each year 2015, 16, 17 and 19. Now there is something lacking. Did you touch it? That is 2018. So remember, this is the first activity. You have to find that paper and be thorough with those topics. So that is the first thing you have to do. Did you understand? Right. Now let's discuss how we are going to write this. You know, before writing this, you must have to think three things. Here they are the guidelines you have to follow when you are touching this question number 8. මේ ප්‍රශ්න කට ලියනකොට මතක තියාගන්න පුතේ වා හරියටම ඔලුවට ගන්න පුතේ you have to follow three things. දේවල් තුනක් වාට යනවා follow කරගන්නම වෙනවා. So the first thing is you have to read the rubrics. Don't afraid with the word rubrics. Rubrics means this is what we call here guidelines. මොනවාද පුතා rubrics කියන්නේ බය වෙන්න එපා. ඒක තමයි මේ දීලා තියෙන මොකක්ද කරන්න ඕන කියන එක තමයි instructions කියලා කියන්නේ. ඔයාට ඇහිලා තියෙන ටීචර් ඔයාට කියලා දෙනවා. එතකොට then second thing is you have to select the easiest topic. Remember, first thing is read and understanding. The second thing is you have to select the easiest topic. Third one is the most important thing. තුන්වෙනි එක තමයි පුතේ වැත්තගත්ම දේ. That is planning. Planning should be there. Not only this, even question number 14, 16. Did you remember writing questions number 6? So planning should be there. Right now, I told you to follow three things. The first one is you have to read and understand. केवल තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ පුතේ. Second one is you have to select the easiest one. ඒ කියන්නේ ලේසිම මාතෘකාව තෝරගන්න වෙනව දරුවෝ. Third one is the planning. So remember, planning is the most important thing. Right, now look at this. So I randomly select one of the topic here. Now let's see, I would like to select this one. Trees are our friend. So I read and understood that trees, friends, they are the keywords. Remember, they are the keywords. You have to think on that. So now I selected this one. Now I move on to the rubrics. AQA guidelines. Here 2015 and even here 16 and 17 and 18 you are given them. Right, this first rubric. Right, write a short paragraph on one of the following. Use about 50-60 words. Imagine that I am in grade 11. Then මම 11 දරුවෙක් වෙනවා. Right? මට ලියන්න කියන්න බොහොම පොඩ්ඩයි පුළුවන්. I want to write it and I want to earn 3 or 2 marks. Now let's see. At the very beginning, you have to find out the keywords. So the first one, I keep in my mind, write. The second one, short paragraph. Then finally 50-60 words. Here those are the things I take into my mind. Right, now I once again remember, write a short paragraph. එතකොට paragraphs කීයක් ලියනවද? එකයි ලියන්නේ. Only one paragraph. And how many words? 50-60 words. And the topic that I selected is this: trees are our friends. So did you remember I told you had to follow three things. The first one is you have to read and understand. The second one is you have to select the easiest topic. So I selected that one. Trees are friends, right? Then you have to do the proper planning. So now I'm in that stage. Now I'm going to plan that. Earlier I told you that the topic I have selected, that is about trees are our friends. So එහෙමනම් මොනවද අපි දැන් බලන්න ඕනේ පුතේ? බලන්නකෝ. topic එක trees are our friends. trees කියන්නේ ගස්. කතා කරන්න කියන්නේ ගස් අපේ යාළුවෝ. That is it. You have to keep that in your mind. ඒක ඔයා පොඩ්ඩක් ඔලුවේ තියාගෙන දැන් අපි plan කරන්න ඕනේ. මොකද plan කරනවා කියන්නේ. You have to write the words whatever comes under that. මොකද්ද that කිව්වේ? මේ ගස කියන මාතෘකාවට තියෙන වට හිතන ඕනම වචනයක් you have to write it. හිතන්නකෝ. Now I'm in grade 11. මම ඇවිල්ලා 11 වසරේ දරුවෙක්. I can't read lot and I can't write well. මම හිතන්න මට ලියන්නවත් එච්චර කියවන්නවත් පුළුවන් කෙනෙක් නෙවෙයි. එහෙමනම් දැන් බලන්න මම කොච්චර අපහසුයෙන් හරි ලකුණු දෙකකට තුනකට යන්න ගන්න උත්සාහයක්ද කියලා. So you two have to follow me, right? Now the topic is there, trees are friends. ගස් අපේ මිතුරෝ. එහෙනම් මොකක්ද මං කිව්වේ? You have to write or jot down almost all the words that help you to write this paragraph. Right, let's see. Here, trees, the word trees. Now you can see instead of this trees, we can use two words. One, some, they are raw. But I have selected those two words. Instead of trees, I have selected the word some and they. Right. Then let's see the other words. Now you can see big, small. And for a while just look outside, you can see trees. Now we'll write or we'll jot down the words which are associated to that. Now you see, normally trees are green and trees are tall, and you can see the beauty of them, and you can see the flowers and fruits, shade, medicine, and there are a lot. Right. Now this is how I plan. Come on. And you know that trees are so useful and they are helpful. So those are the words that I have selected to write my essay or my paragraph. Right. Now instead of that, I have selected some verbs. You know, when writing a sentence, a verb is a must. Verb එකක් ඕනනේ. වාක්‍යයක් ලියනකොට ඔයා දන්නවනේ පුතේ. කරන්නෙක් ඉන්න ඕනේ, කිරීමක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. එහෙමනම් මෙන්න මම ගත්තා subject එක tree කියලා, මෙන්න කරන්න ගත්තා, verb එක ගත්තා, කිරීම ගත්තා. මේ මට හිතෙන වචන ටික මම ලියාගත්තා. You too have to do the same. Right. Now let's see how to write the first sentence. Now I pick up one word from here. This is the subject trees. බලන්නකෝ මම ලියු ගත්තා trees කියන වචනේ. Then I here move to one of the verbs here. Now I took here trees, so I pick up the verb are. So trees are. Trees are, I pick up one of the words there. Right? Trees are green. Right? And there's another one. They are tall. Now instead of trees, I have put they in the second sentence. In the third sentence, I use the verb give. බලන්නකො මම තුන්වෙනි වාක්‍යයට දීලා තියෙන අරගෙන තියෙන්නේ මොකද්ද කියලා give කියන වචනේ. එහෙනම් trees give flowers. So you can create so many sentences. You can say they give fruits. They give shade and medicine. Lot of sentences, small sentences. Here, according to what you know, according to your knowledge, according to your experience, please pick up the words and just try to write small sentences. Remember, those sentences should be meaningful. Let's look at this. You see, you can read it and very easy. You just pick up one of the sentence. You see how many words are there. The first sentence is consisted of three words. Very easy, very simple and meaningful. And remember, once again we have to move on to the topic. I told you to keep that in your mind. Right, let's read this. Come on, read with me. Trees are green, some are big, some are small. Trees are beautiful. They decorate our garden. They give us flowers. We eat fruits. Trees give us medicine. They stop soil erosion. Then make amaruna. Anything again, hita inne. Hita leave it out. They are useful. and helpful. ඕක වාක්‍ය දෙකකින් ගන්න. They are useful and trees are helpful. Or you can write it either in this way. Trees are helpful and they are useful. We should protect them because they are our friends. Remember, because they are friends. The topic is trees are friends, right? You can see this is how you are allocated marks. This is how you are given marks, right? For the content, that is 2 marks. What is content? මොකද පුතා content කියන්නේ? content කියන්නේ අදාළ බව. දැන් ඔය අර වගේ දෙයක් ලිව්වත් ලකුණු වට කියනවනේ වචන 50ක් 60කට යන්න කියලා. ඉතින් වචන 50ක් 60ක්ම පුතා ලියන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. මොකද මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ 5න් 2ක් නැත්තම් 3ක් විතරයි ලකුණු. 5න් 2ක් 3ක් ගන්න වචන 60ම ලිව්වයි 50ම ලිව්වයි ගණන් කරලා ලිව්වයි ඒවා අදාළ නෑ පුතේ. අදාළ මාතෘකාවට අදාළ ටොපික් එකට අදාළව යමක් ලිව්වොත් ඔයාට කන්ටෙන්ට් එකට ලකුණු 2ක් ලැබෙනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයා ටිකක් ලියලා තියෙනවා නම් යම් ප්‍රමාණයක් ලියලා තියෙනවා නම් අන්තර්ගතයේ ටිකක් නම් තියෙන එක ලකුණක් ලැබෙනවා. අපරාධයක් නේ නොලිය ඉන්න එක. ඒතර බලන්නකෝ ලැන්ග්වේජ් එකට වන ලකුණු 3යි. මොකක් කොහමද ලැන්ග්වේජ් එකට ලැබෙන ලකුණු ප්‍රධාන හොඳටම ලියුවොත් without spelling errors with punctuations you will earn 3 marks. Here if you have some errors චුට්ටක් නම් ඔයා errors තිබ්බේ හැදුවේ ඔයාගේ paragraph එකේ තිබුණේ 2. එතකොට ඔයා මොකක් හරි attempt එකක් දීලා තියෙනවා නම් simple sentences grammatical correct sentence එකක් දෙකක්වත් ලියලා තියෙනවා නම් ඔයාට 1 mark. ඉතින් හිතන්නකො පුතේ මෙතන දෙකක් තියෙනවා පහෙන් මෙතන පහෙන් තුනක් තියෙනවා ඔයාට ලකුණු පහෙන් දෙකක් ගන්න බැරිද? නැහැ. මම හිතනවා you can earn more than 2 maybe 3 or maybe 4 out of 5, right? Now let's touch something else. දැන් බලන්නකො මේක. What do you feel about this? මේ ඔයාගේ යාළුවේ clip එක. Right? බලන්නකො first sentence you have cut it off. Why? පේනවද? There is no confidence. මේ පුතේ ඔයාට confidence නැහැ. And just look at the letters. අකුරු බලන්නකො. අකුරු කොහමද? Tall letters, tail letters. That means the formation of the letters. Now you are in grade 11. 11 වසරේදී. You came to school 11 years. ඔයා අවුරුදු 11ක් ඉස්කෝලේ යවනේ. Right, now look how you have written that one. The size, the formation of the letters. එහෙම කරන්න එපා. Don't do that. Write it neatly. Use correct punctuations. Start with the capital letter. I mean that the first letter of the sentence should be capital. So, and the other thing is spellings. I told you that you have come 11 years, so you have to select the words. I mean that the selected words to write should be very familiar, should be very known words. Please select the known words, right? Now let's look at this. Now once again I have selected 2019 test 8. You can see, let's read the rubrics together. Write a short paragraph, one of the following. Use about 50-60 words. මේ 50-60 කියලා තුනට බය වෙන්න එපා. පුළුවන් ප්‍රමාණයක් ලියන්න. ඔය 50-60 ගැන හිතේ තියාගන්නවත් එපා. Right, now here the place where I live and how I spend my free time. Now let's select the first one. මේක බලමුකෝ, the place where I live. Now look at this. How I play this one. මේ බලන්නකෝ. The topic is there. දැන් බලමුකෝ. The place where I live. එක්කෝ විලේජ් එක එක්කෝ ටවුන් එක. ඊට එහා දෙයක් තියෙනවද? නැහැනේ. එහෙනම් ඔන්න ඒක I guess it. ඊට පස්සේ මම විලේජ් නැත්තම් ටවුන් වලට යොදන්න පුළුවන් සබ්ජෙක්ට්ස් ටිකක් මම හොයාගත්තා. බලන්නකෝ it යොදන්න පුළුවන් විලේජ් නැත්තම් ටවුන් වෙනුවට there කියන වචනේ ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයා ඉගෙන ගත්තේ when you were in grade 3 or 4, then they, right? Instead of this you can write. Then balannako, that is, now just glance to the second round, right? You can see verbs. Now almost all the words are verbs. Balannako, that is the proper planning. අන්න පුතේ නිවැරදි planning. මේ හරියට ඔයා සැලසුම් කරගත්තොත් it is easier to build up a very small sentence, not even that, even the complex sentence. Right, now in the third round, you can see some words once again. Now, let's write it, come on. My village is Kurulugama. My village is Kurulugama. 4 words, very meaningful, very simple sentence. Remember, the first letter should be capital. The first letter of Kurulugama, that should be capital because that's the name of a place. Right. Then another sentence you can just write, it is small. And you can just pick up some. Now it is easy, isn't that? Yes, of course. Then it is beautiful. Right? You can pick up some words. There, then the verb somewhere there are, you can see there are farmers. Anything. Right? You can just select, and when you are writing, just try to write meaningful sentence and see the link between the words, phrases and the sentences. ලියනකොට පොඩ්ඩක් ගැලපෙන්න ඇරලා ගන්න. ඒකනේ plan කරන්නේ එතන ගැලපගෙන ඉස්සරහට යන්න බලන්න. අන්න ඒකට තමයි planning වැදගත් වෙන්නේ. Now let's touch another one. Right, look at this. මොකක් කියලා හිතන්න පුළුවන්ද? Now just look at this. මොකක් කියලා හිතන්න පුළුවන්ද? What should be the topic? බලන්නකෝ, like reading books, swimming, gardening. That is how I plan, but you see that the topic is missing. Topic එක නැතුව මේ බල අපි guess කරමු, like to help, draw, watch, right? And here මේ පැත්තෙන් words ටිකක් දීලා තියෙනවා, කැමති නම් use කරන්න, නැත්නම් ඒක අතහැරලා දාන්න. You see how I spend my free time. එහෙනම් ඔයා මේකට අරගෙන මේකට අනුව හිතන්න. You have to think logically and use the sense. Now you are learning not a subject but a language, so there should be a sense, and you have to use your power of logical thinking. You came to school 11 years ago, so you have that experience. So do some experiments. කරන්න පොඩි පරීක්ෂණ මෙන්න මේ වගේ දේවල් වලට. Right, now you can make some sentences using that. I like reading books in my free time. I like to help my mother. Here you can see some errors here, so you have to add that, right? Plan that, right? So I feel that now with planning, I think you can write a very good paragraph under test 8. So thank you very much.